Sephora haul. So I got a few things. I honestly just got a whole bunch of fragrances. I had to order most of the makeup online. The crazy thing is when I went in the store to see what they had after I went to go pick up my package, obviously, I found out they had a lot of the stuff that they claimed that they didn't have. But I remember my bestie Dionluvsmakeup here on YouTube told me that when they only have a certain amount in store, that they won't have it up online available, so that way I guess if you walk in the store and you see it, you can get it, and then they don't sell it to somebody and they have to return it back. So that's why I ended up only getting a whole bunch of fragrances, because they seem to not have a whole bunch of makeup I wanted in store available, because I guess other people had ordered it ahead of time. Anyway, let's get into the bag. It's a small bag. Y'all know I ordered stuff offline as well, so we have to wait for that to come. But I want to get into what we picked up in store. So of course, you all know I got the Fleur Rose Whip fragrance. I love a good Fleur moment, so I had to have the Fleur fragrance. Also, members, I'm sorry, I had a Sephora haul set up just for you, and I edited it, and I had it exporting on my computer, but it still hasn't exported after all this time, and I got it done at like 3:30, and it's like 6 o'clock, so I was hoping to have you all up at like 5, and then this live go up at 6, but it didn't work out that way, so I'm sorry. But yours is different from this one, so you don't expect it to be like the same thing. It has different elements to it, of course. But yeah, so let's start with Rose Whip. It's in this cute little packaging here. I love these because you can pop it out just like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and read off the notes for Rose Whip. I don't usually like rose fragrances, so I was kind of intrigued, because since it was Fleur, I was willing to give it a chance. If it had been another brand with a rose fragrance that I don't typically buy from, I probably wouldn't have bought it. But this has the top notes of pink pepper, black currant, the heart notes of rose and nutmeg, and then the base notes are amber, cashmere wood, and musk. So these were the notes of this. I got the 32 ounce one, and this, sorry, 0.32 fluid ounces, and this retails for, I'm pretty sure, 32 bucks. Do not quote me. I usually have stuff pop up in my videos will tell you how much it is. So when I do the actual long form video for this, I will have all that information, but I don't have it right now. I should probably have it linked down below, hopefully by the time this video ends. But let's see what she smells like. Okay, it smells. So I sprayed some on my arm a little bit earlier when I was doing my members only video, but it kind of gave me the vibes of the new Kylie fragrance, as weird as that is, because it's like rose, but with like a twist of fruit. I don't know if it's because the black currant in there is giving it like the twist of fruit it has or whatever, but it has a little twist of fruit in there to me, which I found interesting. It smelled similar to something else too. I couldn't remember exactly what it was besides Kylie's Fleur Majesty, because it definitely gives me the vibes of that, but without as much fruitiness. Because Fleur Majesty smells like a florally version of Fleur's mood ring. So it'll be interesting to try this out and see how it wears throughout the day. I plan on filming with these all next week, all the fragrances I got. As far as fragrances to go with this, though, I pulled a bag of fragrances I thought might go with this just upon the initial smell of it when I did my first look at it with my members. So I thought that the Ariana Grande Rim Cherry Eclipse would go pretty good with this. I feel like it had a nice, unique scent to it. And these are both kind of like not your traditional fragrances. Like this isn't your traditional kind of, I guess, rose fragrance, if you will, and this isn't your traditional cherry fragrance. So I feel like they will go together quite nicely because they have a unique twist on each one of them that'll make a nice balance when it comes to a scent. To me, these are definitely more smoky, sexy nighttime fragrances. I wouldn't necessarily wear these in the daytime. I feel like they'd be a little too heavy for that. But if you're going out for a night on a time, a nice date or whatever, trying to be grown and sexy, I feel like this combination would be good, or either one of these by themselves would be good. I just wouldn't necessarily recommend wearing these in the daytime because I feel like they're a little heavy. That's just my personal opinion, though. Did I have anything else to go with this one? Let's see. Oh, yeah. So I thought that Orabella's nightcap from Bella Hadid's brand might go really nice with this one as well. Again, I tried to pick smokier, kind of like unique scents that I felt like would pair nicely with this, because this isn't like a traditional rose, so I didn't want to put like a traditional sweet scent with it or another traditional floral with it. So I tried to pull some unique things out of my collection. I think I did a video on this, but I think it's members only, so that's why a lot of you all need to see it. But my membership is down below if you're interested. I do lots of unique and special content just for them, in addition to a lot of the content that you see on my channel. But I really like both of these together as far as having smelled them. I haven't put them together to verify how I feel about them. Hers has, if I remember, it has like oils in it, which I feel like it's supposed to help the fragrance last longer. So that's what I thought was unique to it. It has, I think, eucalyptus oil or something like that makes the fragrance last longer. I really enjoy that, and I'm excited to try this one out. So I only had those two fragrances to put with that. When it comes to the body mist, though, like from Sol de Janeiro, because y'all know I grabbed them, I will obviously have way more fragrances to talk about with that. But I do have one more fragrance before I get into the one makeup thing that I bought. I got the, what is it, Replica Never Ending Summer fragrance. I definitely wanted to try this out because I was really intrigued. I love a good amount of replica fragrances because they kind of like are supposed to bring back memories of certain places, and I feel like they are really spot on when it comes to the fragrances that they choose and that they come up with. But you know, that's just me. Let's take her out and see what she smells like. Off the bat, so when I saw this, I thought this might go really well with the 7 Virtues Clementine Dream. I think it would go pretty well with that. Just smelling it. Hello, Eleanor. So, let me see. Yeah, it smells really nice. It definitely has more of like a spritzy smell, and I think this is supposed to smell like an Emerald Spritz, if I remember correctly. This Replica Never Ending Summer. It's supposed to smell like an Emerald Spritz, I'm quite sure. So I feel like it would pair really nicely with some of these fragrances I pulled out. So I pulled out some for you to get an idea of what would pair nicely with it, in addition to just, you know, it on its own. Because I love to pair fragrances together, just like I love to put eyeshadow palettes together and mix my makeup. I like to mix my fragrances as well. I feel like it gives you a unique scent that's only to you, because you know what 2 fragrances you mix together in order to get that like unique scent, if you will. So that's personally why I like to do it. But you all can let me know, do you mix your fragrances or do you just wear one fragrance at a time? Oh, you do that too, Eleanor? Yeah, because I be trying to be a mixologist over here. Just like with my makeup, I mix all my fragrances too. So I feel like it would go good with this 7 Virtues Clementine Dream. It's like a dreamsicle. So it has like that citrusy scent to it already. And since this Emerald Spritz kind of is supposed to have a citrusy scent to it, I feel like pairing with a citrus with a little bit of sweetness might work out nicely for it. Especially in the summertime, I definitely feel like I'm going to really like both of these together. So I can't wait to try both of these out together, because I feel like it's just going to be like a amazing dreamsicle scent. A really nice citrus with a really nice vanilla. And I like vanilla fragrances, so I feel like a nice citrus in the summertime mixed with my favorite fragrance, which is vanilla, would be perfect for me. I also had this Malibu Peach that I thought would go really nice with it. So I try to pair like things together that I feel like will go well together. And with fruits, I definitely try to keep that in mind. I feel like Carnival from Brown Girl Jane will actually go really nice with this as well. Hello, kittens make the rules. Hilarious name. But this one, I think it has the notes on the back of it. Yeah, so the top note is mango, peach, and pineapple. The middle note is tuberose and jasmine with white flowers and coconut. And then the dry down is supposed to be amber, musk, and praline. So I feel like these two might go together as well, just because a nice peachy scent always feels like it would go nice. Hello. I can't read that. I'm sorry. I feel like these will go pretty well together though, just because they have really nice scents. And I feel like a nice peach with a nice citrus would pair nicely. Now, I feel like this would be kind of light and airy, so it'd be like you going out on a summer day, whereas I don't think I would pair these together or wear this for a summer night. So this to me is more of a light daytime fragrance. That's just my personal opinion, but you can, you know, put it with whatever you please. I'm not here to judge. The last one I had was the Ellis Brooklyn Sun fragrance. This is a body mist now. So I hear you're supposed to put the body mist on first and then you put the perfume on last, because you want to put on the thing that lasts the longest, last, I believe, or it might be first. But I know this smells really good. I caught it during the Ulta Beauty's, I think 21 days of sale, or like one of their spring hauls. It surprised me because I didn't know how I was going to feel about it. I have used Ellis Brooklyn fragrances, but I use like the actual perfumes, not body mist. And I felt like it lasts a decent amount of time, considering it was a body mist and not a perfume like I am used to using. So pairing these two together, I feel like will be interesting. But the one I'm most excited to pair it with, of course, is the Clementine Dream from the 7 Virtues. I feel like that's just going to be the best one for me. Okay, y'all. So now let's get into one makeup product that I did get. Hey, Nina. That's okay. I was late myself by a couple of minutes because I was trying to edit the new members video. So now we have this Rare Beauty blush in the shade Alive. Now I saw this online. And remember, I was complaining to you all about what took them so long to come out with them, because I feel like at the beginning, or like at least the second week of March, they had talked about these, and they didn't even like drop till almost April. So I was like, what did you talk about almost a month in advance if we didn't get it? So of course, you know, I had to grab one after complaining for the longest time. So the form on these is actually really interesting, because it looks like it's just like a silky velvet powdery type formula. So I thought it was going to be like that, but it turns out it's not. It ended up being more like the Super Shock blushes that they sell from ColourPop. That's how this formula is, because when I swatched it in store, I was very much surprised. I was like, what in the world is going on? But it swatched beautifully. It felt really creamy and nice. It felt a little bit wet, like I said, like the Super Shock shadows do, or the Super Shock blushes do. But it ended up being a nice powdery matte finish that didn't smudge or budge when I put it on. So I was really, really surprised about that. But I wasn't here to complain. I really liked it. I feel like it'll go nicely with her shimmer blushes on top. So I plan on pairing like the Rare Beauty Joy shimmer blush on top of it, because I feel like that'll be a really nice combination. I want to put these two together. So when I do my video tomorrow trying out some of these new products, I plan on pairing this on top of this. I feel like it'll be just a great combination. And I can't wait to try it out. If I like it, I might get some more, because I have been doing a declutter series. You know, Nina, like I've been trying to declutter stuff because new stuff is constantly coming out, and a lot of brands have been going out of business and stuff. And so I'm trying to just kind of clear out my collection. That's why I don't mind buying these newer things during the Sephora sale, because I'm like, I know I'm going to clear out my collection and get rid of some of those older things to justify buying these new things. Because I went in store, Nina, to get the Westman Atelier, and I actually found it in store. And I was kind of hurt, because it's like I had already ordered it online. But Dion had told me, like, when they get down to a certain amount in the store, they won't let you like order it. So they wouldn't let me order it, and they said they were out. But when I walked in the store, there was literally like one left, and I was so pissed, because I'm like, I could have used that in the video tomorrow. But I just got the Rare Beauty one and just called it a day. It was fine. No, there will be no OnlyFans. Sorry. I'm someone's mom. We don't do that. So finally, we're going to get into all of the Sol de Janeiro fragrances, because you know I had to buy them all. So we're going to start off with this one right here, Flora Mystica. It has the notes of orange blossom, flamingo flower, and golden musk. So let's see what it smells like. To me, this kind of smelled like Bikini Seeds when I first smelled it, but it still has its own like kind of unique scent to it as well. And I feel like it'll pair really nicely with another one of these Kopari scents. And you can find these at TJ Maxx right now, like the big ones, not even the small ones like this, the big ones. So if you were interested in trying theirs, make sure you head over to a TJ Maxx and try to find them. But this is the shade Marabella Bloom, and it has the notes of bergamot, lemon, cardamom, neroli flowers, cedar, and French lavender. And then it dries down to velveteen, white musk, moss, and tonka. So I'm feeling like, yeah, I did have to go in store, because you'll see in the members live, Nina, like I swatched so many of the blushes to see what they look like on my skin tone, as opposed to, you know, going in, as opposed to just buying them online and going off what the model said. Because some of them, like, they said they wouldn't work for me on the models, but when I went outside and like swatched them over, they looked fine on my skin tone. So like, you really have to go in store when it comes to some things, and that's why I didn't buy a whole bunch of blushes online, because I knew I had to go pick these up in store. But yeah, so I feel like these will pair together really nicely, just because they both have like musk that I feel like will balance off each other nicely. Now again, I feel like these are more like light summer airy shades, so I don't know if I would wear this out like for a date night or for dinner or something like that, but I would definitely wear them just like every day to go run errands and do stuff like that, because, you know, you can have a cute little mist on, go run a couple of errands for a couple of hours, and then come back and you'll smell halfway decent. So that's how I'm thinking of these. I tried to bring all the Sol de Janeiro fragrances I could think of to see if they would pair together nicely, or if they smelled similar. So I bought the ones from last season to see how similar they smell to these, and I'm glad to report that they do not smell the same by any means. Like, none of them had the same type of notes or anything like that, because I was concerned about that for sure. Let me see, what is the next one? Oh, so then we're going to get into the aqua one. So this one has the notes of neroli water, tangerine, and salty skin accord. Oh, you like my dresses? Thanks. Yeah, are you the one who asked me to start doing the fashion shorts? Because I know somebody asked me one time to start doing my fashion, and that's how I ended up making the videos of my clothes anyway. Because one of you all asked me. I wasn't planning on doing like any fashion content whatsoever, but... Oh, you only have one? Huh. Which one did you get then? If you're talking about the Sol de Janeiro, which fragrance do you have? Yeah, so when this one came, I thought of a couple fragrances. So to me, this is like one of those, like, what do they call them? It's not earthy, it's solar scents. I'm not really big on like solar scents, so I was iffy about this one, but it had it kind of reminds me a little bit of the green one from last year, you know, the one with the peach skin in it or whatever. I forgot the name of it. The really bright neon green one. It gave me the vibes of that fragrance, but I feel like this will pair really well with Lamu. And y'all know Brown Girl Jane Lamu is, I'm not a huge fan of, but I feel like these together would pair nicely just because it has the tangerine and this has the lemon. So maybe the citruses will play off each other nicely and give me the sweetness I'm looking for. Because my issue with this is I feel like it's a little like too salty-esque leaning. And that's my problem with them. So I feel like if I put them together, then maybe it'll work out a little bit better for me. I honestly don't know. But yeah, like it definitely gives the vibes of Lamu from Brown Girl Jane in kind of like body scent form. It just has a little sweeter citrus to it because this one is, you know, lemon citrus and this one is tangerine citrus, which means it's not gonna be as, I guess, sourish leaning, for lack of a better term. But I was thinking I could actually put the fragrance Me with this one as well, and that might work out nicely because Me is like, you know, that Your Skin But Better one. Oh, good night, Eleanor, since you have to go to bed. I was glad to see you. Bye. But yeah, I want to put Me with this one perhaps and see how it works out because I like Me. It's a Your Skin But Better vibe and moment, but I feel like it could use a little extra sprucing up, if you will. So I feel like this fragrance would go really nicely with it, or this body mist would go really nicely. So I feel like this is going to be a great combination. So I'm going to try those out. The last fragrance we have to talk about, and then we should be done. I told y'all I didn't plan on being here that long because I still have other videos I have to edit and stuff. But yeah. So the last one I have is Dance Musica. This is the one that I was most excited about. So this one has purple fig, warm vanilla, and sandalwood. So of course you all know the warm vanilla is what pulled me into this fragrance immediately. Warm vanilla, I was so here for it. And I thought it would be unique because of the fig in it. And it actually is, because I feel like the fig is making it smell a little earthy, and I don't usually like earthy scents. So I'm kind of just like, I don't know how I feel about it with the little earthiness of the fig to it. But I feel like I would pair this with like some other vanillas and try to bring more vanilla out of it. So I have, let me see, where is it? Did I put the right one in there? Yeah, Vanilla 40 I feel like would pair great with this one because it definitely has more sweetness to it. Now, Vanilla 40 has black amber, plum, jasmine blooms, and Brazilian orchids, and then the dry down is vanilla woods and warm musk. So I feel like combining these together might give me a little bit more of what I was expecting from this. I feel like the fig would be cool in here, but I just want a little bit more sweetness that I feel like the vanilla in here isn't providing. So I feel like these vanilla with these would go together nicely. Of course, I'm going to try all of them on their own initially when I first try them, but that's just what I plan on pairing it with. I don't think I have anything else I need to pair it with. I was thinking I might pair the Orabella nightcap with this one as well. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more shopping, Nina. I have to pick it up. No, sorry, I'm not picking it up. I have them mailing it out because, like I said, they claimed they didn't have it in the store, but then I went in the store, they did have it. So some of the stuff on my wish list will be coming in the mail. Hopefully, I'll get it before the sale ends. But usually, you know, you get it like maybe a day or two before the sale ends. So I'm hoping I get it before the sale ends so I can give you all a video on it and tell you my opinions on it. But that is all the stuff I got. I tried to be really minimal with it this year, at least going in store and picking stuff up since, you know, they claimed they didn't have a whole bunch and then they did. So what do you all think? Did you all buy any of the stuff I bought? Did you buy anything from the Sephora sale at all? You can comment it down below. I hope you all enjoyed this live. I have to go make some more content, but I will see you all tomorrow at 6 o'clock for the Why You Don't Need eyeshadow palettes. You all can help me pick out what we're going to replace the Adept Cosmetics palette with and the Beaute palette with. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Oh, you didn't buy? Oh, okay. Why not? Okay. Bye.